Can you go to the slide, the previous slide, just one step? No. The financials.
Okay.
The numbers. Okay. Yeah, stop there. I'm a bit confused. I'm not an accountant. You're saying your gross margin is 5% of the package they do, yeah?
Yeah, 52%.
Sorry?
52%.
No. See, 52% of what? Because each package you're charging 5%. So how come your
so the 5% amount
of what?
The 5% amounts to the revenue. That's our turnover. Yeah. Right? We charge that money on that amount on the lump sum. That is how we get our revenue. We haven't made our expenses. So that's how you have 135 million from our projected.
That 5% amounts to 135,870,000.
Yes, actually, in a year. Yeah. For the first year.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nana. Okay, so next up would be Chimwe from MBA 20, Gladium International School. Please let's keep to the 5 minutes allotted to present.
My slides, please. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Chinwe Lemoha, the co-founder, and this is not working. I'm Chinwe Lemoha, the co-founder and administrator of Gladium International School. My business solution welcomes you to the future of learning. In my 5 years of working with over 300 students, I have observed the learning deficiency, termed learned helplessness. And this is a situation where students do not understand what is being taught in the classrooms, and as a result, give up on the entire learning process. In addition to this, I have observed the changes in learning dynamics across different generations. So, 10, 20, 30 years ago, we had Generation X and Y in our classrooms who primarily learned through the lecture method. Today in our classrooms, we have the Generation Z and the Alpha generation, and we tried to use the lecture method to teach them, and we got responses like this. It just wasn't working for them. Learned helplessness widens the gap between the taught curriculum and the learned curriculum, and it's the difference between the skilled graduate and the unskilled graduate. To support this, Albert Einstein said, if you keep teaching a fish to climb a tree, he will live his whole life believing the idea is stupid. So how do we solve this problem? How do we make learning an exciting experience and empower our students who will become employees or employers of labor to lead changes in Africa? I'll put my solution in perspective. So I walked into a classroom on a Tuesday morning for routine supervision, trying to find out what the students learned the previous day. I spent about 2 minutes waiting for an accurate answer and got none. I had to instruct the class teacher to retake that particular topic. However, during break, I observed that these same students that couldn't give me an answer a few hours ago could describe a game they played 3 months before. So I conducted a research and I found out that 70% of Generation Alpha children play games, and this will grow to about 91% in the next 3 years. And they spend 20 hours per week playing games, which accumulates to 30,000 hours of gaming by the time they turn 20. Now, why is this significant? This is important because if 70 to 91% of our students play games, then game is the way to get their attention. So for the school, we are transitioning to incorporate gaming in teaching the curriculum. Just imagine that you could play a game and learn to solve algebra, quadratic equation, learn history, or even draw an amoeba. So for the school, we are choosing games because we have observed that games increase the students' willingness to learn the taught curriculum. It helps them think about their thinking process, which is metacognition. So when a child fails a lesson in a game, he's not sad that he failed the game, but he's asking himself, what could I have done differently to pass this round? It also helps them think about their thinking processes, sharpens their critical thinking skills, and problem-solving analysis, which are fundamental skills for the future of work. In addition, it builds soft skills in them, such as communication, collaboration, and increases their level of engagement. Dear investors, this project will require 4.5 million to develop the games. The money has been put in the first round of investment for research. We provided the findings for this presentation and for the development of the first round of games. The second phase for the school is to develop the second round of games with our partner developers and launch. The school Sorry. The school currently serves 300 students and generates an annual revenue of 40 million naira and makes profit of 14 million naira annually. With additional investment, the school is able to expand its capacity to serve 1,500 students in 3 years and generate revenue of over 200 million with net profit of 78 million. The return on investment of this project is 67% on the games alone on the current student population. Investing in this project will mean that we are giving over 2,000 students the opportunity to learn, irrespective of the learning disability they may be encountering at the moment. We are empowering them to overcome learned helplessness, ensuring that every child in the classroom has access to quality education and is carried along. We are also ensuring that we are equipping over 2,000 students with fundamental skills for the future of work. And it's going to position the school to be more competitive, generating an additional revenue of 60%. In conclusion, everyone has two eyes, but not everyone has true sight. Everyone has a brain, but not everyone has true knowledge. The difference between eyes and sight and brain and knowledge is the quality of education that you receive. Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. How do we build sustainable, purposeful, and authentic businesses? It is by training our students and ensuring that every learner in the classroom is carried along, learning what he or she is supposed to learn. So this opportunity, this investment, is not just another opportunity for you to be part of a great idea. It is a direct investment in your children, grandchildren's education, and even the future of Nigeria. Thank you for choosing Gladium International School as your preferred company for investment. Yes, please.
So the games that we have now is addressing which subjects are they addressing?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
The games that you have on the school is running right now, what are the subjects the games are helping children solve?
What are the soft skills?
Subjects.
Okay. So it cuts across different subjects. It's a nursery and primary school. They teach social studies, teach English, and teach maths. So maths, English, and social studies are the basic subjects that cover every other thing. Igbo language, Yoruba, and our local dialects can be taught in the classroom, but currently our game just solves maths, English, and social studies. That's learning about culture. Thank you.
Okay, so my question is on the revenues. They look very attractive. Can you just go back to that revenue slide and just sort of take us through how, I mean, it does look attractive, but you haven't really given us significant numbers to sort of support this. So you said serves 300 students, generates 40 million annually. What does each child pay, for instance?
What
does each child pay? I mean, how do you
currently we charge 40,000 naira per student. So with our 300
per annum?
Yeah, per term. There are 3 terms in a year. So first term they pay 40,000, second term 40,000, third term 40,000 times 300 students gives us about 36 million. But we sell additional resources such as learning materials, learning aids, teaching materials, so that when they go back home, their parents can continue the lesson at home. So it gives us an average of 40 million naira per annum with 14 million net profits.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Right, thank you so much. How does this, this model, how does it integrate with the educational system of society? Nigeria. Okay, so you send a child to school. My first daughter is preparing for, what's it called? Junior Y. So,
Yes.
How do you integrate this to the regular educational structure that we have in Nigeria?
Very good question, because we can't run away from it. If we use American curriculum, every curriculum to teach, at the end of the day, our students are still going to face WAEC and JAM, which is not the same curriculum. So that's the USP of our games. Our games are designed with the Nigerian curriculum in mind. I have my postgraduate degree in education. My business partners have education degrees. Now we understand what the curriculum is. So our games are themed to focus on the Nigerian curriculum. For instance, there is a game we used once in our school before we started developing ours, Discovering the Pyramid. The game talks about the pyramids in Egypt. So it talks about how the students can navigate and learn their culture. So that's the same thing our game is doing. We have different games that teach them different things in the curriculum. Like I said, you can play a game and learn about your culture. You can play a game and learn to solve things that they are teaching you right there in the classroom. So that's how our games are focused on the Nigerian curriculum. Yes, please.
Naira per annum per child, or per session per child. That means you've already chosen the set of people that can benefit from this game.
Okay, yes.
So what are the plans to democratize or make this more available to other students or other pupils?
Very good. Because if 40,000 naira is not so affordable. It's not so affordable to a lot of people in Imo State. So what we do, we have our profit of 14 million is shared across different shareholders, and then we take about 20% to fund a project in our village. So we have a school that is set up in village to reach out to those people. But most importantly is that everybody cannot be a professor. Everybody cannot be an engineer. If not, where are we going to have our Beethoven and the rest, and Michelangelo and the rest of these people? So our schools in the rural areas empower these people to learn. They learn fluency in maths and English, different things that can set them up for life, and then teach them skills that will set them up for life. All right, thank you.
Okay, so now we have David Ita from MBA 1, Atlantic. David Ita.
Okay. Hello. Okay. So good afternoon, everybody. So at Atlantic, our aim is to give every business a voice. And very interestingly, the topic for the day is, focused on SMEs. And a lot of what we're trying to do is to empower those SMEs. All right. Okay. So we'll start by looking at a quote from Henry Ford. And it essentially says that stopping advertising to save money is like stopping your watch to save time, which we know is impossible, isn't it? Okay. Okay. So we look at the size of the Nigerian market, and very quickly just a comparison between the size of the Nigerian market versus the global market, and we're currently at 2 billion, but interestingly, our market is growing at 40% year on year, compared to the global market that is growing at 14%. And what that essentially just does, can you hear me? Okay. And essentially what that just does is that it shows you the size of the market, but also something we try to do here is to use the analogy of the iceberg to show you the size. So the 2 billion that we referenced earlier is contributed to by a certain segment of the business ecosystem. However, underneath there, you have the iceberg, and you have a large number of businesses that are completely secluded from the advertising ecosystem. And the question is why, right? And a lot of this has to do with the way they think, right? They feel like they're excluded from this market. There's a perception that advertising is elitist and for bigger businesses, not for them. They also don't understand how to extract value from advertising, right? And then the tangible and intangible ROI that can be extracted from advertising. Sometimes they don't even know how to advertise. All right? So what are the key challenges that face them, right? There's a problem of accessing new markets, so their reach is limited. There's a problem of a lack of trust in the advertising ecosystem or advertising as a whole, right? There's also the issue of advertising platforms. In fact, we carried out a survey that showed that businesses were more inclined to using platforms that met their purpose and budget. 81% of our base of people that we spoke to. All right. So how does Atlantic meet this need? We meet this need through leveraging technology, by introducing trust and transparency through our reporting, and then we have very strong data protection laws, and then by giving them variety in the way of service models, in the way of our models, right? So we have two key models. There's a self-service model, which is a platform. So it's an interface on the platform where you can just go on there and handle your business or handle your, design your campaign without interfacing with a human being. So 100% it is automated, as it were. Then you have a bundle offering for those that do not have time, because you need a certain level of tech savvy to be able to leverage or use the self-service model. Then for the bundles, right, you have monthly bundles and quarterly bundles. You have monthly bundles and quarterly bundles. The list of them goes for about 40,000. We'll look at that very quickly. All right, but in terms of the services that we offer bulk SMSs, bulk emails, digital marketing, social media marketing, consulting services, billboards. We develop content also. Okay, here we just see, this is what the registration platform is. Just fill out this space and give us the information that we require, and then it will open up to these services. All right? So right here you see the self-service offerings, and we put this here so that you can actually visualize exactly what we're talking about. So if you wanted SMEs, SMSs, emails, you wanted Google advertising, Facebook, just go there, click select, 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 and it opens up to another interface, and you just fill out the forms per your budget, per your requirement, and then we execute for you. On the bundle side, you have bundles, monthly bundles, and these are the prices. Underneath here, you would have a listing of all the offerings that we have made available for you, dependent on your budget and your requirement. For the quarterly bundles too, there are 3 variants just like that. Okay, how have we promoted this platform so far? We've used social media, digital media, webinars, exhibitions and conferences. We've created discount code for certain influencers. We've engaged tech hubs, and of course word of mouth. How are we making money? We're making money using agency fees. So we charge agency fees on the self-service model. We charge our bundle fees on the bundle side. We charge for content that we develop, and we have revenue share arrangements with third-party providers. Who are our competition? This is a list of our competitors, but what is our unique value proposition? Flexibility in the way of our self-service model and our bundles that we made available. We leverage economies of scale to reduce the prices. So by comparison, we're cheaper.
So it's a bit difficult to use. Here you go.
Okay, so over to the judges now.
Thank you for the presentation. Competition. Who are they? Where are they? Who is using their services?
So who's doing my competition, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to know more about your competition. Where
So
are they
my
located?
competition are digital marketing agencies, essentially, right?
In Nigeria?
In Nigeria. But we also, so I feel this platform ideally has no limits. That's the honest truth, eventually, right? It is digital marketing. It is the same platforms, right? There is the Facebook, there's Instagram, there's all these, that's in terms of the digital platform. It's the same content. So all we need to do is to create a variant of this that can be applied in different markets, and it's good to go, more or less. So my competition in terms of digital marketing, if you're referencing digital marketing, is platforms like Wild Fusion, it's like Anaco and the likes. But in terms of what we are doing, there's nothing like what we're doing.
Can you say what you're doing that is not like others? What is the difference that you're bringing to this market space?
What is the difference between what we're doing and what others are doing?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind me going back?
Yes, please.
Okay. Sorry, please. Sorry, please, I need to go back. Because I just want to show the particular interface. Sorry, it's a bit... Okay, so in terms of the difference between what we're doing and what others are doing, we have a self-service model, right? Where as a business owner, you register on the platform. First and foremost, when you go on the platform, it's going to ask you if you have your content or not. So let's assume we're sticking with e-flyers, for instance. You go on that platform, you get your e-flyers, right? If you did not have, the first thing it's going to ask you, do you have your own? If you don't have your own, then it's going to prompt you that so that we can create for you. It's going to prompt you so that we create for you, so that becomes one revenue stream. If you had your content, it's going to open you up to a page where you have services. Wonder those services.
Is that the difference between what you have and what others don't have?
So what I mean, so the difference is the process, right? And how you can access these services. So the services are the basic services, but it's how the SME is able to access them.
Yeah, but it is accessible today on multiple platforms. So what I'm asking you, and I think what his question is what is it that you're doing different that is maybe peculiar to just Nigeria, so Nigerians don't have to go and find someone else in another country or try to tailor? What are you doing that is different from all the other platforms out there today?
So what we're doing that is different is that we are leveraging technology, right? You can go on Facebook on your own, you could go on Instagram on your own, but we have created an entry point using technology. The second thing that we're doing, particularly with the self-service platform, is that we've aggregated all these platforms in one room. If you wanted to translate this to the physical, right, it would be as though you had different rooms and then we've now brought everybody in here. So you don't need to leave the Atlantic platform for you to go and advertise on Facebook or Google Ads or any of those things, or to even create your content. Everything, it's a one-stop shop for every advertising service. If you wanted to send out bulk SMSs or emails, or you wanted to advertise on any of those social media platforms, or you wanted to run an SEO audit or SEM audit, even billboards, we will handle it for you on there. Yes, please.
How do companies engage with you? Most people have content writers and all those people, graphic designers in their employment. So what is the problem you want to solve for the companies? What's the problem you want to solve?
So, okay, so when I was speaking...
Or why should I engage Atlantic?
So why should you engage Atlantic? Okay, so first and foremost, right, the problem with SMEs, right, is the fact that they are excluded from this, or a huge bunch of them are excluded from this ecosystem because of time, because of a lack of understanding of advertising and its benefits. All right? Typically, let's assume that this business was located in, let's say it was in, so our office is in VI, right? And then someone is in, let's say, Ikorodu. It will be very difficult for him to come out from Ikorodu down to VI to come and to discuss with an agency and then undertake these services, or even be able to understand and interpret digital marketing. So what do? We've created a platform, an online platform where you just register, pick the service that you want. If you're tech savvy enough, you can just go on there and then create your own campaign on your own and execute, pay without talking to a human being. So that is the convenience angle. And then we're cheaper than what you'll find in terms of content creation or any of the services that we have control over. And we've done that by leveraging economies of scale. For the bundles, for those people that are not tech savvy but do not want to also leave their house, sit down in your house, sit down in your office, get someone or yourself, just go on the platform, pick the bundle that suits your purpose. For instance, I use the 40,000 Naira bundle, right? The 40,000 Naira bundle gets you 8 creatives, and then we'll come up with your captions for you, and then we'll post on your behalf. All right? If you moved on to the higher plan, there's 125,000 and 200,000 and like that and like that. So it's really about convenience.
For a month?
Yeah, that's for a month. Is that it?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Has it been interesting so far? Okay. So we're looking forward to, thank you to the first three presenters who have spoken. So we're looking forward to Abiola Temitayo Afolabi. She's coming from EMBA 27, and she's going to be presenting her company, Abiola's Granola's Ventures. So just give her a minute while she gets pinned.
Oh, hello. I have to do like this. How can I do this? Maybe it's too far.
Hello. Okay, good evening or good afternoon. How would you like to live? What's that? I should go. So how would you like to live up to 100 years and witness the magic moment of your children while you are still physically fit? I lost my mom when she was in her 60s, and I actually wish she was around so that she can do grandma duties. My name is Abiola Temitayo Afolabi, and I'm the producer of Granola, Abiola's Granola. Abiola's Granola is made from whole grain cereal, and it's very rich in fiber, very rich in antioxidant. It helps with acid reflux. It aids in weight loss. It can help lower cholesterol. It also lowers blood sugar level. It aids weight loss. Yes, I mentioned that. So one magical thing about it is its ability to create healthy gut bacteria. And the healthier your gut is, the healthier you are. Oh, so there you go. Very easy, right? Everybody, let's just eat granola, stay healthy, and it will all be fine. But no, it doesn't happen yet. There's still another problem. The problem is that supermarket manager says, I don't stock Nigerian granola in my shop. Another thing that happens is that some granola consumers actually don't know us. So what do we need to do? We need to make some noise. In other words, advertise. So our primary target audience are healthy food consumers, and we package it in two ways, one 500 gram, and the other is a portion control. Because most of our people who are healthy conscious, they are also very concerned about their portions. And why this solution is ideal for our target market is because these are the people who are very conscious about their healthy diet, weight loss, and their information marvels. They are the people you see online most of the time. They want to research and Google what is healthy and what is not. Our competitive advantage is that ours is fresher, very low in sugar, and we create this granola dialogue series online to create this conversation about staying healthy and living healthy. Okay, so what we want to do really is to push Nigeria into a blue zone country, a nation where you have people that live up to 100, 120, and they are still physically fit, like we have in Greece, Sardinia, and Japan. So our strategic plan right now is to move from the 15% market share to 50%. Right now, the people who have the 70% market share are the foreign-made brands that I am competing with. So our very next step is to advertise. We need a 1.5 million naira to make some noise, to advertise, and our return on investment is within 6 months. We'll be able to recoup all that money. Our key partners so far, we supply to 24 supermarkets in Lagos. We supply to gyms, iFitness, pharmacies. No, not to airlines. This is an old slide, by the way. Our major revenue stream currently is just the wholesale and retail sales of the granola that we have. And so these are 3 years annual report. We started in 2019. And that's for the first year. The second year was a pandemic year. That's why we are in red. And then in 2021, we picked up. For 2022, first 3 quarters, January we are doing well with that is our profit margin that you can see there with a revenue of over 400,000 every month. So what we want to do for sustainability is that we want to create this space where people come in, buyers, and they engage with the brand essence. What we are actually about is to create this story, this conversation around this granola, this healthy food that we consume, and about living healthy and staying healthy. We've also produced a cartoon that is about malaria, what happens when you're bitten by a mosquito, and then how the bodies fight it. So it's about creating visuals around what we do. So we also want a backward integration by establishing oats farming in Nigeria. So our growth plan is to create this advertisement to capture 50% of the market share, because presently our competitors have the largest share, and for every 10 granolas that is bought, 7 of them, they are foreign. So we want to convert some of those foreign buyers into our side, okay? And then we also want to expand our supply chains to pharmacies, airlines, hotels, and Amazon online. We currently sell on Konga as well. So there's this quote by Mary Beard that says that when you travel, that it's not just the scene, but it's in the ability that whatever you see to become very deep, what you learn to become deep and permanent. So we're hoping that with this a brand essence that we want to build, this experience around it, that we leave a very deep, permanent thing in the people, that they will become. Oh, it's for me. Oh. Okay, what we're trying to create will remain permanent in the life of the people, that they will consistently choose LD, Abiola's granola, stay LD, and live long. Thank you very much. I actually thought it was a phone call, so I was distracted. Oh, okay.
Over to the judges.
Thank you. I wanted to ask, did you do any competition analysis? At the beginning, you mentioned that your major competitors were foreign products.
What's your margin on each product you sell?
Okay, so this one. Okay, it will come back. Hello? 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 Okay, so the margin is 400 naira. Yes, I do. I'll give it. Okay. No, it's here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you.
What will make me want to start eating granola?
Okay. Okay, so my response, is that from my slide, my primary target are healthy food consumers, people who are already eating it, but who aren't buying it because it's Nigerian made. And then there are some supermarket managers who say we can't even stock it. So they are like gatekeepers. They are not even allowing me to bring it to the supermarket for the consumers to even make that choice. So they've made the choice for them. So because it's the only foreign one that is available, they choose what's available. So my primary advertisement force is the granola consumers who I don't need to. It's just to say this Nigerian made on is equally good. So they are my primary target. They just need the convincing choosing between foreign and Nigerian.
Okay, so you are not trying to convert non-consumer?
For now.
Okay,
that's what my advert is for now.
You just want to make sure that Nigerians that eat granola should start eating
locally made granola, yes.
And the size of the market is 5,000 people.
Yeah.
In Lagos right now eating granola.
Consistent. We have occasional eaters or buyers.
We won't keep you longer because we have other contestants. Yes. But one thing is for sure. I'm a granola person. Granola is amazing, and I think that you should be constantly trying to get more people to understand the health benefits and the uses and how they can use it. People take a lot of parfaits and stuff like that. So you even have a B2B component of this business apart from B2C. Okay, those who make parfaits, okay, restaurants and all of that. So the cereal market is huge. Anybody who takes cornflakes is a customer for granola. So you have to sell them. And granola is richer actually than cornflakes.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have to help people see this is better. local adverts, videos on YouTube that you can do yourself, okay? Showing your children, articles in the papers. So your market is bigger than you think it is, okay?
Thank you.
You have a good idea, and it's just something you need to really think about how you want to go ahead and capture this. Advertising, it is not a strategy.
Okay.
If you go out there and you advertise to the wrong audience, you will not get any kind of increase, right? So you first need to sit down and understand the strategy in which you need to then take to this particular tactic. And as I said here, I don't see advertising as your solution at all. Because there's a lot of questions that's left. The need is there, you've identified it. The emotional appeal is there. But I don't see how you can convince me to give you that money to go ahead and do advertising when you haven't convinced me yet on the sustainability of your operations, on your margin, on your cost. So advertising is just me throwing money away as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oluwaseun Ali. Oluwaseun Ali. Okay. Abiola, you were asking a question. You answered the question. Yes. When afterwards. You people should please encourage them. It's not easy to be up here and pitching your business and hoping that, you know, you make a lasting memory. So while we wait, Oluwaseun Ali is from member 9 and she's pitching her company, Fairs Delivery Company. All right, so just wait for her.
It's amazing to see the products people build every day, but I have to tell you that your products or these products will remain on the shelves without companies like ours. At First Delivery Company, we believe that you do not deserve to stress over deliveries. My name is Seun Ali. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, judges. And I will be representing First Delivery today. We launched in 2018 to solve 3 problems. The problems of people, the use of unprofessionals by logistic companies, unfavorable pricing for individuals and businesses, poor communication between logistic companies and SMEs, lack of communication, and the fact that SMEs and businesses you will need to have multiple logistic partners for nationwide deliveries. So in solving this, we want to empower companies and individuals to fulfill their doorstep delivery promises to their customers efficiently and at cost effectively. And by doing so, we built a system of customized pricing. We offer tailored pricing for businesses, for individuals to help you meet your delivery needs. And we also prioritize your orders. And we do this with technology. We solve the problem of communication by building a website and an app that helps you monitor your orders. And we have well-trained professionals to communicate to you effectively as well. We also have the nationwide reach. So you don't need multiple partners to do your deliveries for you. We are your one-stop shop. In terms of where we are now, we currently have 100 paying companies. We've completed over 3,000 trips since we started. We have physical presence in Lagos, Ogun, Ibadan, Abuja. In the next 3 months, we are looking at 300 active companies. We want to have presence in North, Central, and South. We've we are currently at the pilot stage of our First for FinTech and First for Corporations. We hope to go live in 3 months. 6 months we're looking at Southeast and want to launch First for Restaurants. And in 1 year, we hope to have completed 5,000 trips and expanded to Ghana. The market is very huge, so we have barely scratched the surface. The market is estimated to be worth $6.5 trillion in 2023, and I'm talking about the logistics space here. How do we make money? We have 2 models. One, the subscription model. So as businesses, you pay a fixed amount every month based on our initial agreement with you, and as individuals, you can pay as you go. We are a growing business. In 2018, we made a loss because we started towards the end of the year and we invested a lot in assets. But last year, I think 2020 was big for us because of the pandemic. A lot of people were at home, so you had to do deliveries. Last year, we closed out with a revenue of 75,567,110 naira. Our cost was 48,468,612, and we made a profit of 26,098,498 naira. Our current clients are Red Bull, Kuda Bank, Vim Bank, Fairmoney, and we are pilot stages with all of these companies. And we also serve small businesses like Stotch Beddings, Sanquins, Economy, and Co. Our team is made up of people with combined 30 years of experience. I have worked as a CEO at Block. I led the operations team at OPay. Olamide worked as director of operations at Move, and Femi Terragon. How do we sustain our business? We're looking at driving customer loyalty with excellent end-to-end service. We're going to be leveraging technology and commercial partnerships, but most importantly, we are adopting a social impact initiative to send a driver's child to school. So if you're a driver with us and you stay with us for 3 years, for a minimum of 2 years, we'll send your child to school and sponsor them from primary to tertiary level in a federal government school. We are raising 20 million in debt for 12% per year. And what do we need this for? For products and market expansion. So we want to launch version 2 of our website so that we can accommodate new functionalities. We want to launch the mobile version 2 of our mobile app and also expand our vertical segmentation. Like I said, we currently have First for FinTech, but want to go live. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Question on your growth and your profit margin. One, how is that pairing today from the fact that we had the COVID situation and now? And then 2, your cost. How do you pair to what is happening in your industry?
So for the first one, obviously COVID gave us, like a boom. And people had to leverage delivery companies to get things to their, to their homes. And as it changed, is there a drop? I do not think so. Because people still worked from home.
You do not think so, or you see it in your numbers?
In the numbers. We did numbers last year because a lot of people worked from home remotely. Would there, without our expansion without the idea of moving into fintechs and maybe corporations, we will probably have experienced a dip this year because a lot of people have gone back to work and could easily, people are going out more now and they could easily get what they need. But with our expansion into the fintech space and corporations, as at the end of April, we've already hit our total number, our total revenue for last year, we already hit it as at end of April this year with fintechs. So yeah, I do not see a dip. In terms of costs, it's going to keep, and it depends, but for us as a business, because we want to expand, We are going to invest heavily in assets because, we will partner with some people, but we would also own our assets. So it's most likely going to skyrocket our cost. Yes,
just on average, what you show us as your margin of profit.
Yes, ma'am.
How does that pair to your competitors or your industry?
I really can't tell, to be honest, but I can see their numbers in terms of revenue. I may not be able to ascertain their cost, but I know that the logistics space is very profitable, that your margin will always be between 25 and 35% per annum. But for us, we maintain 28%.
All right, thank you for your presentation. I just want to narrow down on your competition.
Okay.
So top 3 competitors in Nigeria that you're looking at,
yes,
probably benchmarking. And also, what's the process flow for delivery? I will give you a typical example of a client between Lagos and maybe Kano.
Okay.
What's delivered? How does it go? How do you from start to finish?
Okay. So our top 3 competitors in Nigeria will be one DHL, GIG, and Quick. They are exceptional competitors in their own right. But what we have that they do not have is DHL, for instance, still has to come to third parties like us to work with them to get to places where they cannot reach. So I'll give you an example. A DHL does not go beyond Chevron. They need companies like ours to help them complete transactions from Chevron to Ekpe. But for us, we go everywhere. Anywhere in Lagos, anywhere in Nigeria. So that's like a leverage. And GIG as well. We also work with them to get to places where ordinarily they would not reach. Quick is just in Lagos and they have specific markets. We are not selective. We'll serve whether individuals, SMEs, corporates, alike. And in terms of our process flow, we have 2 models for individuals and for corporations. For individuals, we have a web application, we have a mobile app. You can look it up on the Play Store, FEZ Delivery. You download it. Once you've downloaded it, you can sign up. And anytime you want to place an order, just sign up or click the web app. It says create new order. So you can create new order, enter your details, your pickup details, your delivery details, make your payment on that platform. We currently work with Paystack for ease of payment. And once that payment is concluded, once you complete your payment, it triggers somebody at the office, at the back office to say, this person just placed an order, and immediately they send you a rider. What we do not have at today, because again, it feels like the market is saturated, but the truth is, there's so much that is yet to be tapped. We can't even meet daily needs. And because of that, we tell you we'll do same day or 24 hours. What we are looking at doing now is to invest again to say we can do this within a short period of time and offer express service. A lot of people are willing to pay for that. That's how it works for individuals. Then the rider picks up. Because it's not always easy to say a rider should move from Ikorodu, for instance, Lagos for an example, to move from Ikorodu to Ekpe. So we have a central location where different riders pick up items from different parts of Lagos. They come to a central point, sort it. So a rider who is very familiar with Ikeja, for instance, will move to Ikeja with only Ikeja items. It automatically helps him reduce, it automatically helps us reduce our turnaround time because the guy focuses only on Ikeja alone. And that's how we run it for individuals. But for corporate, because again, we have customized pricing for them. They only share an Excel with us. We also have an API. For instance, with Kuda Bank, we have an API where you can upload 1,000 requests, card deliveries in 1 minute, and we get it back end. Once we get that, we automatically sort it. For places where we have physical presence, we push. For places where we work with partners or agents, they also have a dashboard where we push those information to, and they can print out and conclude the deliveries.
So I just want a better understanding of the model, because you've spoken about last mile, you've also spoken about partners, and you've spoken about riders. So do you hire the riders directly? Do you work with other delivery companies? And how do you intend to scale? Because I know there's a problem with getting riders in the industry. So how do you intend to scale, and what exactly is the model?
So today, for locations where we have physical presence, we employ our riders directly, we own all our assets. For places where we are not physically present, which is why we are looking at expanding into those, we work with agents, and we pay them based on commission, but they are still in our, we recruit them directly. That's how that works. Like you said, it's very true that it's very difficult to get riders, but one thing that, we started with 5 riders. As at when I applied for this, we had 40 riders in Lagos alone, but as at today, we have 71 in Lagos, Ibadan, and Abeokuta. And what we have done is we recruit these riders from banks. So we pay, the average salary for a rider in the market is between 50 and 60,000. But we have riders in our company who earn as much as 160,000, and they are deserving, because that same rider will complete 64 orders in one day, as long as it is zoned in a particular area. So I think we've been able to leverage good salary structure and bonus and incentives to onboard loyal riders.
One quick question. Most riders are uncouth, untrained. Do you train your riders? How do you onboard them?
Yes, ma'am. So we train, and there is one other thing that I do on the side apart from fares. It's called the logistic bus, and what that does is just to train riders for ourselves, for other partners alike. So we have a training school, and in the current facility that we have, there is a room, we don't joke with that, there is a room dedicated, we have a training room, and it's strictly to train these riders. So yes, and another thing is, because we poach these guys from banks, they were dispatch riders from banks, they understand customer service. So you know that the bank they've solved a particular, like half of the problem for us. Then we go ahead, train myself, bring professionals as well to talk to them on all segments.
Quick idea, do you think that with this, with the schools on break, you can get some university students who are interested in making some money to join your pool of riders? Has that occurred to you?
I didn't get the question.
Has it occurred to you that the strike has released a lot of people who maybe wanted to make some money while they're at home, and that maybe you could get some of them to, work with you? Just think about it.
Yeah, I've never thought of that, but thank you. We'll explore it. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Luashion. Now we have Abiola Akinwole. Abiola Akinwole, are you there? Okay. Abiola Akinwole is coming from MBA 1, and he is pitching AKW Engineering Limited. Okay. Encourage him, please.
All right. Hello. 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 Hello everyone. Welcome to the Teen City Initiative, and this was developed by my engineering company in support with, can you hear me? Good everyone. So welcome to the Teen City Initiative, and this is an innovative engineering company in support with Container Homes and Designs Limited. We're focusing on the Teen City Smart Modular Housing Initiative, which is a real estate project that specializes in offering aesthetic, affordable housing. Sorry, can you hear me now? All right, so this is a real estate project that specializes in offering aesthetic, affordable housing by building modular homes integrated with smart power technologies from abandoned shipping containers in Lagos. So some of the problems we identified are that there's a current. Okay, sorry, can everyone hear me now? All right, so one of the problems that we identified is that the state of housing in Nigeria is currently suboptimal at best, and not only the housing units, not only are housing units very expensive and unaffordable at the moment due to the cost of building materials, but as well it cannot cater at the moment to the current growing population based on the deficit. So one of the also problems that we also identified is that most of these people, due to unaffordability, they live in popular clusters called Face Me, I Face You units. And most of them also now live in informal slums or accommodations that are actually not hygienic to Homo sapiens as a whole. So Lagos has arguably become the most populous megacity slum of the world. And in that we developed this solution, which is meant to be a social impact initiative that uses shipping containers to build modular smart homes that are 57% cost effective than normal brick and mortar, and also more affordable and also eco-friendly in terms of using smart powered, smart renewable technologies. So these are some of the designs that we've done for previous clients using containers. This is also another for a laundromat, and this is also for a private client also in Abuja. At the moment, we are looking at a modular architecture for building the first smart affordable mini estate made totally out of containers in Nigeria and also in Africa. And these are some of the modular designs. All of these are also made with containers also at the moment. So in terms of the products, for a 20-feet container, you can have a one-bed or living room space, solar technology with a kitchen and a bathroom, and it takes an occupancy of the family size of 1 to 2. And also for the 40-foot container, it consists of a one-bedroom, also one living room with the solar and kitchen also embedded into this. So for the SWOT analysis, we saw that yes, there is a consumer need based on the fact that everyone would like to actually rent to own a home at this point in time, because home ownership is what everybody seeks. And we are looking at the appealing aesthetic design that we have. So in terms of sustainability also, the container is also very strong because it has between at least a 50-year duration. In terms of scalability, it's easy for you to own your home and also travel or move with it to another state or like in Kano or in Akwa Ibom, as the case may be. So the demand for comfortable, affordable homes is also an opportunity that we intend on tapping into. Because the sustainable development goals, it actually meets 6 of the sustainable development goals at the moment to address that competition, government policies, and economic instability. So these are some of the comparative differences we deal with a modular container home and a conventional home. You can see that in terms of the cost of building materials, the conventional home is much more expensive now than a container home, and it takes 3 to 4 weeks to actually build a container home. So with this, the market competition, the real estate market is the third largest sector actually in Nigeria, and we're targeting an income average or estimate of about $300. That's for people that earn from 150,000 naira above. In terms of the global growth, it has a compound average growth rate of 6.5%, and then we have a current housing deficit of 3.2 million units actually now in Lagos. With the based on the demographics, these are the people that we intend on targeting, that's 18 and above, lower to middle class, family size of 1 to 4. They are minimally students, modern architecture lovers. They love to have their privacy and also the opportunity to actually own a decently affordable home. So these are some of the competitors that we have in the market. And with regards to our marketing model, we intend on using B2Bs and B2Bs and B2Cs. B2Bs in the sense that we're also are currently trying to integrate partnerships with investment companies like the UPDC, that's the UACN Property Development Company, and also the Union Homes and Property Development Company. And with this, we also, based on the seed money, we also aim to be able to build 5,000 units by mid-2026. And also, we aim to also generate this $2.8 million as revenue also.
Okay, over to the judges, please.
Well done, eh?
Thank you very much.
But you were going like, man, I couldn't even breathe. I had to hold my breath. Where do you get the land?
So for the land, we are currently trying, because there are a lot of actually unused land in Lagos. So we intend on developing partnerships with, and most of them have landowners or people who, because of maybe money, they don't have anything to do on that land. So we intend on actually entering a lease agreement with them over a period of years to actually get their consent to build a rent space for individuals that are interested.
Okay, but it's not stated in your case.
Sir?
It's not stated in your case. Because that's the most important thing. If you do not have land, you can't be building anything, right? So that's important. the other question is, what models have you studied or researched to come up with what you want to do?
All right, so based on current engagement or existing clients that we've had, most of them we've had to build container structures which they are using for their office spaces. So upon engagement with them, and upon the fact that they love the buildings in form of the containers, they are also open now to actually living in these containers. So we are using this also as a probability also as well that people are going to enjoy living in containers if it's properly built and in a serene environment also.
No, I'm saying what business model. Look, if someone can be, our sister here was just explaining a story about going to see some lady with her baby and there's a gutter in the middle of her room. I don't think living in a container is a thing you need to convince anyone if you can live in the middle of a sewer system, right?
Okay, yeah, I get
what
it.
I'm asking is, have you researched on business models? Because this is not free, no? This is a business, right?
Yeah.
What business model are you mimicking to be able to make this a profitable, sustainable one?
Okay. So like one of our competitors called Seven Space, they actually are into container structures for residents. And the way they do it, they tend to target especially people who are living, for instance, we know almost, if not about 50-60% of the populace work on the island and live on the mainland. And then by putting structures into place such that they are able to live and work conveniently within the shortest possible distance is one of the models that we're looking at. We're also looking at the models whereby we are able to engage students also around tertiary institutions to actually also use this as an accommodation avenue also for them within their stay in the university. So this is also another model. We also, actually there are 3 or 4 that I could actually go on ahead.
All right, thank you for your presentation. Okay, so you think Landway is not your competition?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Landway.
Landway. I would like to work with them as a partner.
All right, so now do you have one unit somewhere that somebody is living in that we can see and talk to this person? How do you feel? I mean,
yes.
Like an MVP.
Yes.
Okay, it might be good to, if I were you, I would have pitched that.
Yes.
Probably an interview from that beneficiary.
Yes, we do. Actually, this was developed for a client in Abuja. This is a private residential building, strictly built with containers.
Okay, maybe I'll speak to you after. Yeah, for the. Okay, yeah. So beyond the permit, I was going to ask what kind of permit is required. So if I want to build a house now, I need to do structural design, get approval from, is it town planning guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so what kind of approval do you get for this before you build?
Yeah, so in terms of the approvals, because of the fact that we're an engineering company, we already have such permits based on the fact that as company advisors, we have our MD, who is also the former president of the Nigerian Institute of Electronics Engineers. We also have company advisors like the chairman of the Lagos Building Investment Company also that facilitates it. So in terms of the required documents, yes, we do. We have them.
So you don't have to get permission from Lagos State Government, for example. Planning, there should be a planning department that where you have to take your drawings and designs to get approval.
We do all of that.
Okay.
We do all of that.
Then you're asking for $2 million.
Yes, so that's actually to build the initial 100 units, which will then be scaled based on the revenue to create the other 5,000 units.
Okay, so how much have you invested in the business?
Sorry?
The founders, how much was their skin in the game? How much have they put into the business?
Yes. So we're actually putting in a lot because at this point in time, we actually create or make this product based on demand. Because people come that, we want this design, so we do that for them. So now we are coming, since people now are opening up their interest in actually working or using the office environment with containers, we're like, okay, that means people will also be open to moving or living in them. So we decided to now also go into the commercial residential aspect. And one of the valuable propositions that we have is that with every container also comes a self-powered or a renewable powered solution So you're having the container and you know you're having 24/7 light with it because it has a renewable power that's automatically installed with it. So you're not contemplating about power. It's like if you move your container, you're moving your light with it. So I mean, if you have power, you have a very decent living. What else, I mean, do you need also? And it's very affordable.
Maybe I should talk to you for that 5,000 units.
So we're fine, but next time you need to say how much what your turnover is, what your profit is like now, how many customers you have had. Those details give more credibility to your presentation. But in terms of the idea, fantastic.
All right,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much, judges. Thank you. Okay, so we're looking forward to the last three. I hope we're all still here. After this, we'll take a break. We'll stretch our legs. We'll get some lunch okay? So right now, we are pinning Antonia Nabuko from MBA 20. She is pitching, well done. She's pitching Antomide Empire. Antonia.
When I get there. Okay. So I brought gold. I found gold, and I've decided to bring gold to share with you all. I'm so kind, yeah? Generous, you'll say. I just need 10 million naira. And I'm sure that you guys are more than capable to give me even much more than that. We just saw them strike a deal here, yeah? You're wondering what gold I have found, and I'm here to share with you. Please don't tell anyone, aside from those in this place, that I found the palm oil business. What did I say? Yes, that's the new gold. And I want you to come on board with me as we enjoy it together. Let me give you a little story. So 2 years ago, my mom and I, we were trying to look into this world of palm oil, and towards the end of the year, we saw that, okay, it's something we can do. And I first put into acquiring 200 trees, from 200 to 400, and right now we are at 1,000 trees. Forgive my manners. Good day, sirs and mas. Good day, everyone. My name is Antonia Nabuko. Feel free to call me Anto Elepo. So, we are a registered company. Do you know the importance of palm oil? A lot of us have heard a lot about palm oil. Do you know that it is good for malaria, you know, to get out malaria out of your system? Do you know it is good even for cancer and some other health benefit that you might not even think of? Now, that is household. Every household uses palm oil, and it is essential for everyone. Now, that's different from industry use. We started operations in 2021. And we have 1,000 today. Right now we have 19 employees who we pay wages to. By the way, we are in Osun State. I wouldn't want to mention the location specifically. Why? Because I'm the king in that location, and I want to remain king. Thank you. Okay, so we realized that there's a lot of demand in palm oil business. Like there's a lot of demand, there's a lot of industries and persons that actually require palm oil every day. And our intention, our focus is to meet that need. So we are saying that it is sustainable, it is long-term, it is productive, and it is something everyone should get involved with. So we saw that recently Indonesia is the biggest exporter of palm oil. They recently stopped investing palm oil, exporting palm oil, pardon. And it's alarming because a lot of industries actually bank on them to get them palm oil, which has helped us, locals, Nigerians, to actually look into the world of palm oil and even be more productive, because in this year, 2022, has been our most productive year as a business. So beyond the use of palm oil at home, do you know that the industry also uses it to make cosmetics, personal care soap, and other things? Do you also know that the global palm oil market as of 2021 is valued for $50.6 billion US dollars, and it is expected to reach $65.5 billion by 2027. Well, when I came to LBS last year, I realized that what my mom and I did then was feasibility study and market research. Who would have known? We were just doing our thing. But thank God we did that because it helped us. So we have 19 staff whose responsibilities are this, and we are strategized to attract additional key people. Now, let me tell you something about us. We are special. Why did I say so? I have reached 8 years experience in HR, so personnel management is key. So there's a way we relate to our customers that differs from others, which puts us at a place of advantage. We have effective communication system where we reach out to our customers. We're into the B2B industry right now, and we expect to expand into the B2C industry as time goes on. But right now, we are focused on industries. Even as we are focused on industry, we are yet to maximize the potentials in this industry. So we are exposed and highly structured, like I said. In that space, there are 5 communities, 5 villages that come together, each has a king. And so they come together. The challenge we had when we started was that these kings are the ones that determine the price. And it was really tedious for us. So we had to talk to them that you can't do this, you know. Oh, wow. You can't do this and all. And they were able to agree with us. And we also helped them. All of our staff are locals. So that is a good thing for them. And we also ensure that, okay, I've learned to keep to time. Thank you very much.
So, Antonia, I think that you have a great business idea, but you didn't focus on showing us your numbers, which you did during your rehearsal. But I think you got carried away with the story here. But again, this is a business case. So the business model, maybe you were coming to it, but you didn't really get to it. Yeah, you didn't get to it in your 5 minutes. And that's why you have to rehearse.
Yes,
you know. So it's a great business. It's you're right, it's gold, but you didn't show it, okay? But keep that in mind for next time.
Thank you, Ma.
I don't have any questions because I didn't see any content to ask about the business. But great idea. I would like to buy some pine trees as well.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you. I actually took time to look at, all the slides before this session. And I wished you got into these numbers. I have a 50-hectare plantation also.
Wow.
Yes. So palm oil is actually the new gold. For those that you don't understand that. And like you rightly mentioned, at some point in time, countries like Malaysia stopped exporting because they needed to meet local demand, and Nigeria will have huge market demand here. Now, the issue, have you started processing?
Yes, sir. We run a complete supply chain system from the harvesting of the palm kernels, the bunch, to taking it to where we process, to the complete, to selling out the palm oil and the byproducts.
Okay, so you supply just industries for now?
Yes, sir.
There's none in the household of, people to
Not
test?
yet, sir.
Okay. You ask, for the benefit of everyone. So how much are you asking?
I asked at the beginning, 10 million.
10 million, okay. So what do you want to do with that?
Sir?
What do you want to do with 10 million?
Okay, so thank you, sir. With 10 million, we want to expand the B2B. That's the business-to-business model, because we are yet to get, we have a lot of needs for the industries. We have a lot of people, a lot of companies who want palm oil. So the money will help us expand better. Like next year, we plan to have 1,000 more trees so that we can supply ×2 of what we are doing right now, which is almost 1,000 25-liter kegs of palm oil, because we sell in 25 liters. Then we want to move into the B2C. That's the business to consumers, which is the main thing, because I want everyone in Nigeria to know about Anto Elepo, which is going to be the brand name. So with that, we are able to to be in every household, to be in their faces. Everyone knows us, so there's a direct relationship, and we're doing market survey as regards that.
Okay, so this 10 million naira, what kind of funding? Debt, equity?
Debt, sir, with 15%.
Okay, so you're not willing to give some equity?
We can talk about that too, sir.
Okay, that's all for me.
Yes.
It's bigger than concentrating on B2C. So why are you so moved with having it in the household when you can be in companies all over the world? Are you aware that some countries in the world are saying they're not going to export palm oil again? Okay. And when you look at what we use palm oil for, it's big, it's huge. So I don't know why you are so focused on the B2C, why you want everybody to know you as Antonia Lekpo, and why your why is not solving bigger issues. The whole world, the chocolate, the soap, the cream, the pharmaceutical industry, everybody is watching you now, and you want to see me call you Antonia Lekpo.
Thank you so much for that question. Actually, that was my frame of mind before, but thank God for LBS, because I have Dr. Kikrime, who is an expert in this field. So I approached him and told him this too, that I would like to export. But he opened my eyes to see the opportunities in Nigeria. The Nigerian market is huge, such that you don't even need to go to export. Because the international market right now, the competition is high, is a lot. Do I want to start competing with Malaysia, who is the second largest? Do I want to compete with Indonesia? Where do I want to start from? So it is wise for me as a 2-year-old business to focus in my country. And who else will build Nigeria if not us?
The B2B market in Nigeria is big enough. How do you plan to scale? The demand is there. Any doubt about the demand? Do you have any doubt that there's enough demand in Nigeria?
Do I have any doubt?
Do you have doubt that there's a demand in Nigeria itself? There's enough demand.
There's more than enough demand.
How do you plan to scale?
Like I said, we plan to scale. Like next year, we plan to have 1,000 more trees. What we do now, aside the incentives, aside the initiative that we put in place with the communities by giving school uniforms to the kids who are there and providing food for them whenever I am on ground. What we plan to do is we plan to get investors on ground so that we can get more money to scale, but mostly because it is my money. Every money I get, every profit I get now, I put it back into it. And then because we rent trees, I don't buy trees 100%. So you rent it for a period of 3 years or 5 years. You choose your model that works for you. And then you can expand. And there's a period, is a seasonal product. There's a period you can buy trees. It's towards the end of the year. And there's a period where palm oil sells better. And that's November and December. So I put effort, or we put effort into ensuring that we maximize the peak period so that we get better, because we get up to 200% profit at the peak period. And then we use that to expand better in the coming year.
Do you buy from the small producers who don't have facility to process it? Do you buy from them?
The trees, you mean?
The seeds itself, the fruit itself.
No. What we do, the process is this, sir. So we rent trees. That
is clear. So if I'm a small producer and I don't have facility to process, do you look for them and buy from them?
So yes, we did that, but 2022 was not a good. Okay, so in the month of May and June, palm oil is very cheap. It's usually the cheapest period. But 2022 changed the narrative. As of today, palm oil is between 25 to 27,000 for 25 kg. So 2022, and last year it was 7,000 naira in May, June. So the difference is huge. And because of that decision of the Indonesian market, it's having an effect on us, which is favorable to the producers. But the market is now becoming more expensive. So as a result, it is not wise now to buy 25,000 of 25 liters keg for 25,000 and sell for how much when you are not even sure of what it will be in few months' time. So it's better to just follow the production process and just sell, so that, and whereas the essence is not to make money first, is to create value, and then money comes alongside it.
But Anthony, I'm going to ask you another question. I think both of us are thinking about B2B, and the palm oil you sell to companies, are they industry grade, or is it the same palm oil that you sell to individuals that you sell to companies as well? I need to
like, is there difference?
That. Yes, okay. because what companies need, so when I was saying B2B and industries, we're talking about industries in Nigeria using soap to manufacture, using palm oil as part of the
raw materials.
That's what we're looking at. Not companies that sell palm oil to individual homes. We're looking at companies that use palm oil as one of the ingredients or that they use for manufacturing. So that is what.
Okay. Sorry, I was not clear about that. The people I sell palm oil to are not those that collect the palm oil, repackage it, and sell palm oil. It is a raw material. Like it's a major raw material for them that they put and process into something else. So that's the beautiful thing about palm oil. Every part of it, there's no wastage. So the extract of it, you sell it to those that you make cream, hair cream, and body lotion, and all of that. So it's useful. The back of it, you sell it to the fish rearers. It's fish feeds for them. So, and also the back, you also use it for sponge and black soap. So every part of palm oil is productive, and that's why you should come on board. Thank you. Thank you.
I guess we can start calling you Antonia. Antonia, okay, thank you very much. So we have 2 more presentations, and we'll be taking the second to the last one from Glenn Judo. Glenn Judo is coming from MBA 19, and he's going to be presenting Infamous by Glenn Judo Shoes and Accessories.
Sorry, can I help you?
Good afternoon, panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen. The shoes before you here were not made in China, Italy, or Mexico. The shoes before you here were handcrafted with love in Nigeria. My name is Glenn Judo, and I'm the founder of CEO Shoes and Accessories. In 2020, we did a survey to determine the pain points people had when buying men's shoes. And we are pleased to announce that people want affordable, stylish, and comfortable shoes. This survey has shaped our brand focus over the years. It has shaped our mission statement, and it has given us a clearer vision. We have always known that there was a large demand out there for us, but we had limited production capacity to reach that. Currently, our demand exceeds our supply. Our current production capacity is at 3,000 pairs annually. We are gearing towards making that 10,000 pairs annually. Aside from being a shoe business, we are into an agent of change in the community, but we'll get to that shortly. Our shoes are competitive in the market due to the price, the customizable features which deliver the true consumer preference. Our shoes have been tested in extreme conditions to have a lifespan of at least 2 years. Our leathers are hand-picked and hand-selected, meaning we go for nothing but the best. Our leathers are breathable to allow proper ventilations on your feet. So bye-bye to sweaty feet, bye-bye to smelly feet. As a business, we have a detailed operational plan which we split into 4 quarters. to help us track and monitor our implementation strategies. We also have a full marketing document which tells us new strategies we need to employ to allow us to move these 10,000 pairs we are getting into. Our business model has evolved over the years. Currently, we manufacture shoes on a made-to-order basis, alteration services, and private labeling. By the year 2023, we foresee that we are expanding our operations to include packaging production and equipment leasing. Our target markets, wonderful. Our customers are stylish, fresh, and classy. They are either in the corporate world, business world, and men who see the need to look good. They are the ideal modern man. As we can see here, surprisingly, we did a survey to ask customers to send the shoes, and they all had big smiles on their faces, as we could see. Our customers buy either in the retail quantities or in the wholesale quantities. The wholesale quantities can therefore be private labeled. As a business, our financial health is very sound. As last year we made a turnover of 35 million, and we foresee tripling that by the year 2025. Our net profit margin is also wonderful at a 49% rate due to our excellent cost structures. We foresee demand spiking up even further due to factors like the constant hike in dollar and the AFCTV agreement, which we plan to this thing. As a business, we know the need for strategic partnership, and we are constantly looking for people to partner with us to help push our vision. So, we would like to identify not just as a business, but an agent of growth in the community. Currently, we employ over 30 youths in our day-to-day running of our business. We have a training academy where people come in, learn about shoemaking, the professionalism behind it, and therefore, within 3 years, the ones that are diligent, we start them up in the sense of providing them the basic tools and amenities to start their own shop. Therefore, we are changing the face of shoemaking in Nigeria one artisan at a time. Our products are packed with recyclable packaging. All our products are made from recyclable packaging as well. To stay ahead of this growth curve and potential, we are seeking 14.3 million, which will help in the acquisition of machines, training of personnel, and development of the marketing. And it will also help us to move capacity from 3,000 pairs to 10,000 pairs. Superior ROI is guaranteed. Right now, we are working with a range of 15% to 18%. So I say this to you, show me your shoes and I'll tell you who you are. Thank you very much.
You didn't speak about your competition at all. So if initially you said these shoes are not made in China, but you're competing with those shoes made in China, how do you intend competing with made in China?
So firstly, our model is that we are going to deliver. So from the survey, we saw that people want affordable, comfortable, and customizable shoes, which are stylish. So according to your style. So now, how we compete with people in China is that we offer bespoke services. So you come to us, for example, now, you have a very blue pinstripe suit, you want to really kill when you wear. And we decide that you come to us, you tell us what you want, we consult with you, we tell you, okay, these are the materials available, these are the colors available, so you tell us what you want. Therefore, how we compete is with our customizable features. People in China cannot deliver. People in China deliver made to order, mass quantity, probably even low quality. But for us, as I said, we handpick our materials, we handpick our leather is breathable and whatnot. So therefore, we deliver you quality at an affordable price. Currently, our prices are even 15% cheaper than the competition due to our excellent low structures from the very beginning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jim. So I have two questions. How do you source your leather? Okay. Let's take both questions together. And the shoes you are wearing, are they Glen by Judo?
Yes, Infamous by Glen Judo. So firstly, I'll start the first question. The wonderful shoes I'm putting on are Infamous by Glen Judo. Yes. I've had them for 2 years and they still look this good. Just to test out what we spoke about earlier. So how we source our material. So generally we have been doing this business for a while, so we know the materials that we use the most. So usually what we do is that we buy this material in bulk from China. and other places like Italy. So there's some specialized material we use. We get those from Italy, and for the everyday runnings of the business, we get specialized material from China. Now, there are also some little details. For example, if you come to us and we have, like, let's say, a rush order, you want a yellow suede, and we don't have that available. There are local markets where we can source from. But generally speaking, most of our materials, about 80% of them, we source them in bulk from China.
How does the foreign exchange thing impact?
So for most of it, if we can show you our financial, we spend a lot on our cost on goods. So mostly on inventory, we end up hedging. So how we hedge is that we buy in bulk. We know that this, for example, we spend 10 million naira on the materials. We know that it's going to last us for more than a year. But even still, we spend that, knowing that during that year, anything relating to exchange rates doesn't really affect us or whatnot. Thank you.
I love it. It's lovely. Great to see that we can have some good shoes out here made in Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
I know there's a lot of your other brothers in Aba.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work with what you're trying to offer? One. And two, I kind of foresee risk, right? Because when you are copying other people's brands and you're growing, is when you're visible, that's when they come at you. So how are you dealing with the fact that you could be exposed pretty quickly?
So firstly, thank you for that question, Ma. The ABBA model is basically B2B. So they prefer to sell in wholesale quantities to retail outlets and whatnot. So us, we deal on mostly bespoke services. So the way our flowchart is arranged is that you come to us, we consult, you pick out the shoes you want and whatnot. So in the question relating to when you are big, they come at you. So for every shoe we make it very clear to you that if you bring a design to us, we guarantee you 80% accuracy of the design being brought to us. Most of the times, we even advise you on ways we know this design can be made better. So most of our designs are actually unique. And over the years...
That's not the question. The question is, say for example, Ferragamo. Mm-hmm. You're using the symbol.
Oh, no. So firstly, like, we make it clear to you that we don't use brand symbols. So Gucci, Ferragamo, whatnot, we've never used brand symbols. Our brand symbols are clear. Okay. We don't use any of those.
So you don't do any kind of okay.
So we don't use logos or whatnot concerning that.
All right, well done. So I believe I belong to the class of your target client.
Clearly, sir, you're trendy, classy, and fresh.
Okay, so there's this trend. There's this trend among Africans to wear African.
Sir?
Okay. See, there's this trend among Africans to just wear African, right?
Yes.
I have more locally made footwear than imported. But there's an issue that most of us have found out. Driving shoes. Most Nigerians don't make, people like you don't make driving shoes.
Oh, okay. So first,
yes.
Okay.
So that's why I'm wearing this because I drove today. It's driver's shoes.
Wonderful.
Otherwise, slippers, half shoes. There's so many of them being made in Nigeria now. Many people prefer to buy local. That I can attest to that. Now, competition. You also need to know competition. There's a guy in Ibadan called Itele. Mm-hmm. Itele in Yoruba means, what you used to tele. I mean, you can Google, anybody can Google Itele.
Yeah, like,
great guy. I buy most of my stuff from him. I've never met him before. He's in Ibadan and he supplies everywhere, all over the world. All right? Do you have a website where I can go into an order and I get delivered in 48 hours?
Okay, yes. So firstly, let me start with the first question about the driver soles. So now, these driver soles, generally, what makes them the driver soles are the soles. So now, these soles are imported from out of the country. There is currently no one that actually produces them from scratch or constructs them. They are all imported out of the countries. I actually have shoe models like this that are made with driver soles. So moving forward to the question about, do I have a website, do I have a platform from that? So currently, one of the things we need this 14 million for is to digitize the process. I mean, 4 years ago, it was easy to talk to everybody one-on-one, ask them and all that. It was so easy. But now, it has become tedious due to the high influx of demand. So now we know we need to digitize that process, create a landing page. So originally when we first started, we had a website, but we understood that the ROI concerning that website was not as much, because firstly, for a new brand, people want to interact with a human being because of the social trust concerning online vendors and whatnot. So then it was really hard for us. So we saw that a website wasn't so useful. So we decided to build a social media page. Currently, from our accessories page and our shoes page, we have close to 25,000 followers on Instagram alone. So moving forward from that, we need this money, the 14.3 million, to help us digitize that process to create a flow. And the advantages, one of the advantages of us is actually speed, because currently we deliver shoes 25% faster than the industry average. So in less than a week, you can get your shoe, right? But with the machines, we know that we can even beat that time further down. We project about a 50% drop in turnaround time, so that within 3 days, your shoes is ready, for a bespoke order. Not talking about the ready-to-made order that can be sent out immediately. For a bespoke order from scratch, we foresee it that it can be beat down to 50%, which is about 2 or 3 working days for your shoes to be ready, sir.
Final one from me. Your name?
Glenn Judo, written clearly on the shoe, sir.
No, the brand name.
Infamous by Glenn Judo.
Just wondering.
So, thank you for that question. Infamous, when you think about it, is like, why would someone want to name a shoe Infamous? Infamous is usually like a bad name. But the true meaning is internationally famous shoes. And with this growth plan of ours, we know that we are projected to reach that point of being internationally famous, to be a household name. So therefore, we are working towards, expanding and capturing new markets and also penetrating new markets, sir.
And finally this time, shoe size.
Yes, we make shoe sizes from 38 to 52. So now, most people, what we realize is that a lot of people have big feet, and because of that, they are usually forced to buy what is available to them, But with Infamous, we allow you to customize your shoe regardless of your size. So imagine you going to a store. One of the reasons why we notice that people go to stores and they just buy shoes available to them because these people don't have their sizes. For how many shops stock up size 48 or size 50? Very few, because there's no constant demand for it. On an average, a normal businessman will stock up stuff that will move 42, 43, 44, 45 at most. So with Infamous, we allow you to build and construct your shoe even as far as a size 52. Thank you very much. Think so? Okay. Thank you, ma. Thank you. Okay. All right.
All right, we're almost there. Well done, Glenn Judo. So, last but not the least, we have John Paul Okorafo from MBA 20. He's going to be telling us about his business, Confused Technologies. Over to you.
Okay. How do you operate? Why is it not moving? It's not moving. Okay. Why is it hard? Okay, this is two. Good day, everyone. In 2018, Nigeria was declared the poverty capital of the world. This is one headline we are too used to. Poverty, poverty, poverty. What causes poverty? Some people say poverty is caused as a result of ancestral spirits. But reports suggest that poverty is caused as a result of lack of financial education. So how do we solve the problem of financial education? We solve the problem of financial education using an app called Beacon. Beacon is a financial networking platform that connects users to financial advisors and the capital markets using artificial intelligence, also known as AI, as a tool to personalize both learning and investing experience for all users. So, How does Beacon work? Beacon, let me give you an instance. Let's say Tunji. Tunji is a 25-year-old student of University of Lagos. Tunji got 30,000 naira from his aunt last weekend. Now, once Tunji is looking for where to invest this money in. Once Tunji comes on the platform, Tunji begins to interact with an artificial intelligence. While he's chatting with the AI gains valuable insights about Tunji, such as his risk appetite and his financial objectives. Then he's matched with a financial advisor that meets his financial objectives. Let me put it in context. If Tunji has been chatting about bonds, he's matched with a financial advisor that understands bonds. When Tunji is comfortable with the insights he has gained while chatting with the artificial intelligence, Tunji can proceed to invest on this same platform. But this is where it becomes very interesting. You see, on the platform, we are trying to eliminate the traditional investing process by eliminating the graphs, eliminating the charts, and replacing it with AI-led insights. It means that when Tunji is buying a stock, he's simply chatting with the AI and is practically building a portfolio. We are simply trying to personalize the investing experience for Tunji. So how are we going to make money? We plan to adopt a freemium revenue model. In this model, if Tunji is interested in additional features, he simply has to pay a premium of $4.99 per month. That's approximately 3,000 naira per month. While the financial advisors will collect a take rate of 30% on all fees they charge on the platform for consulting. Our project has been broken down into 4 phases. Phase 1 and phase 2 will require the sum of $19,330 to accomplish. But phase 1 has been broken down into 3 smaller steps, which will cost a sum of $3,000. That is the main reason why we are here today. Investors can expect a return on investment of more than 12% at the end of 5 years of our full-scale operations. We don't just want to impact the balance sheets of our investors. We also want to impact society at large by effectively decentralizing financial knowledge so that more people are financially educated, and in the end, we'll bring Nigeria closer to economic equality. Because at Confused Technologies, we don't just want to inspire, but want to light up a spark in the hearts of every dreamer. My name is John Paul Okorafor, and I believe you all want to experience a poverty-free Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Much Nigerians want to pay for a financial advice every month. Was there a market research done?
Okay, permit me to quote the crypto sphere. I'm a friend to up to 4 of my friends own crypto groups where they charge $500 for lifetime access to their groups, and they have at least on average over 200 people on Telegram that actually pay that amount of money just for signals to give them, okay, buy so cryptocurrency, buy the other cryptocurrency. One thing, the truth is that cryptocurrency is something that most young people are interested in. But what we are trying to do with the Beacon platform is to tell you, look, we're not stopping you from investing in cryptocurrency. We're simply telling you, look, come and diversify, come and hedge your investment in the cryptoverse in the capital market. Because you can't, somebody has tasted blood, has seen 3x returns, then you want to tell the person to come and invest in 9% bonds. No, but what we're trying to do is convince him to look, come here. And more people are ready to pay as long as you can give them the advice they are willing to listen to.
So you've not answered my question. Did you do a market research? You see, it's easier to see what others are doing and you want to do. Did you do a market research? Number 2, how many subscribers do you have right now? No,
this business is at the concept stage. That is the main reason why I say it in 4 phases. Then phase 1 is broken into 3 steps. The first step is now, we're trying to now set up the P2P advisory, where we'll bring the advisors and people.
My question is, how are you different from the regular financial advisor? Well, how is this different?
Okay, now the asset management firms actually charge a higher fee. Somebody that's earning 30,000 naira cannot walk into, let's assume, I don't want to mention names, but the average asset management firm and say, look, I want you to start managing my finances. So at this cost, we want to ensure that everybody has the ability to actually understand how his or her finance works. It's not just about telling you, okay, no, you are, no. Learn how to do it yourself. So want them to walk through, want it to be a personalized investing experience. It's not just about do this, do that, but learn how it works and why it is so. So we're offering that personalized experience.
Sorry. How do you make money? How is money made in this game?
Okay, no, we're practically building a market. Let me use the market. It's a platform. We're bringing two parties together. Now, the financial advisors, instead of, because now, let me give you an instance. One thing I've noticed. When people are on Instagram and they start their groups, they say, come and subscribe to me, I'll give you, let's assume, marketing tips. By the time you pay, in fact, Money Africa on Instagram, once you pay, you have to send a teller to confirm that, yes, you have paid. Before she adds you to the WhatsApp, you add your number to her, to the WhatsApp group. But now we're trying to eliminate all that. You simply come on the platform, register on the platform. Once you pay, you're automatically added to the group. So we're simply telling the advisors or those individuals that own those groups that, look, we will handle all that, all the onboarding of your customers. Concentrate on what you do best. And for the customers, they're not just gaining insights from the advisors or from the people, the individuals that the financial advisors use the platform. They're also gaining insights from the AI that keeps on learning from them, because the more you use the platform, the more the algorithm learns.
Okay, so I'm a little bit confused. I'm a lot confused. So you started a story about poverty.
Yes.
And how your goal is to help Nigerians understand finance.
Yes.
So they can then get rid of poverty.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
But then your solution leaves them behind. Because most Nigerians won't be able to do what you're saying to learn about finance by going to trade, right? Not all Nigerians are going to go jump on the platform to buy bonds and equity and all of that. That's one. Two, you can walk into an asset management firm. In fact, AfriInvest, which I chair, we have apps for even someone that have 5,000 naira that wants to buy shares or bonds or whatever. So that exists today. And the percent that normally comes from those trade is 2%. If that. Highest 2%. Nothing more. So I'm not sure if you've really done the research on this, and if you're able to actually accomplish what you want to accomplish, if your vision is to get more Nigerian knowledgeable on finances so they then don't be in the poverty side. I hope I clear that for most people, because I didn't want people leaving here thinking that you had to have millions of dollars to go invest, because that's the business I'm in. You do not. And we do not take that much money from you. We don't even take more than 2% on the services that we offer.
Okay, I understand. And like you said, the 2% is on trades made. We are not talking about the trade. The trades made has not been factored into our costing system. What we're actually, the cost here is for using the platform, the additional features on the platform. Yes. Because the one we're trying to, okay, let me put this into context.
Then if that is the case, how are you going to deal with the regulatory body? Because typically to trade, you have to have licenses, right?
Yes, yes.
Even now, there's an argument on the crypto that is saying in our regulatory body in Nigeria, we cannot do crypto because that is not regularized by the CBN or any of our SEC or whatever. So if you're going to offer me advice on investing and you're not licensed to do that, how am I secure if my money go bust?
Okay, let me answer the question. Last week, Friday, the SEC actually released a regulation for cryptocurrency, and they refer to it as digital assets now, as of last week, Thursday. Now, the point is, the platform is actually going to be like this. Let me use the word social network. but it is geared for only finance. That is the primary goal. Instagram is for pictures. Clubhouse is for sound, for podcasts, while Beacon is going to be for finance. Just like LinkedIn is for professionals. So we're trying to build like a social network for only finance. But this way, we want to ensure that it is not just about coming there to post your pictures. No, there has to be a goal why people are onboarded. And this is how we want to ensure that, okay, since you understand this, come and build your community here. If you don't understand it, come around. And for the case of the trading, we don't want to handle trading. We are actually trying to pursue, in the near future, if you check our by phase 4, we want to pursue a sub-broker license. By phase 3, a robo-advisory license.
Yeah, I mean...
No, we sent our pitch decks as PDFs.
I saw your pitch deck. That's about 7 or 8 pages. I didn't make any sense of it. Now, you have a good purpose. Poverty. Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world right now. And your addressable solution is financial literacy.
Yes.
So what she's saying is, financial literacy, how are you going to get my mother's neighbor in my village who falls in that line of poverty trap? How are you going to get him on this platform?
They are not our target market. Yes.
But they are the ones that constitute the poverty capital of the world, of Nigeria.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, and that's the addressable market. And your solution is financial literacy.
Yes.
So there must be a connect. Is it that, you have good, like I said, purpose-driven, but you might need to just go back and retweak and, I'll be happy to provide some, some.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much. So thank you very much for being a great audience. And for the panelists, please give them a round of applause again. This has been amazing. Thank you so much to all the companies that pitched today. We're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back in 30 minutes to hear who made the final cut. First 3. Okay? Thank you very much. Everyone make your way out to the foyer for lunch. Announcement. Please take your bags and belongings with you as you leave the hall. Okay, please take your bags and belongings with you as you leave the hall. Thank you.
Getting ready for your first day at a new job? Time for new pump-up music. YouTube Music is your personal guide to the world of music. With playlists mixed for you so you can conquer the workday. Upgrade to YouTube Music Premium. Uninterrupted music, dedicated to you. Try 1 month free. Listen to music with your screen locked. YouTube Music Premium. Start a 1-month free trial.
everyone. We're back. Everyone outside in the foyer, please come in. We're about to close the event so that we can all, get to the moment we've all been waiting for, yes? Especially the guys that presented and pitched their businesses. Okay, so let everybody please come back into the hall. Okay. Please, let's come back into the hall. We're about rounding up. Welcome back, welcome back. I hope everybody had a good meal. I, for one, I did. I hope you did. And I hope they said enjoy after the meal or when they served you, because that's like the LBS way. So we're about to round up. We'd like everyone to join us in the hall. It'll take another max 15 minutes and we're out of here. I want to appreciate everyone who has been here from the beginning, who came early, who even came at all. Thank you so much for making the time. We appreciate you. We want to thank everyone in the technical team. Please give them a round of applause. They've been here, they've been putting in the time and the work. I want to thank all the businesses that pitched today. You guys, it's not easy. Please give them another round of applause. Give them now, try. We want to also thank the panelists, all the panelists that came, the keynotes, and all the panelists. Please, a round of applause too. Finally, we want to thank the organizers of this event, Jacinta, the MBA office. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for the opportunity for us to be able to see amazing businesses come up from LBS. I know that they're amazing because, like I am one of the amazing businesses that has come out of LBS, and I'm very proud to be associated with LBS. So without further ado, I want to invite the panelists up to the stage again for the final time today. And then we'll go ahead and announce. Are we ready? Hey, nobody's ready. Should we be going? Okay, so if we're ready, okay. All the panelists, please. So that we'll just take pictures with the winners immediately we call them up. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. So, drum roll, please. In third position, are we ready? So maybe I should tell you a story first before we go into this. Okay, in third position, we're ready? No, I'm going to do a breakdance before I go into it. Are you ready? Okay, we have, drum roll again. Chinwe Nnehoha, Gladium International Schools. Chinwe, please come up. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for your pitch. It was fantastic. And keep clapping. Let's clap. Let's clap. She was amazing. Don't you think so? Yes, we think so too. Thank you very much. Woo! Okay. Okay, so stay, please stay. Okay, our second drum roll again. Glenn Judo of Infamous by Glenn Judo Accessories. And I think we should actually sing Stand Up for the Champion in this one, no? Okay, so in first position, okay, we're still on second position. Congratulations. Nice one. Okay, let's go. You started. In first position, let's make welcome Oluwaseun Ali with Phase Deliveries.
To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision.
Congratulations.
I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Okay, please come, the panelists come forward to take with the winners. Please, let's come forward. So we thank you very much. Thank you to our panelists and to the winners. We have consolation prizes for everyone who participated. And we have a surprise winner, actually. We have Abiola Akinwale, AKW, who is getting an amazing investment opportunity with Landway Investment. Please come forward. So everyone is a winner, yes? Please come forward, take a picture with the... Okay, yes, please. All right. Well done, Abiola. Okay. Abiola is away with the consolation prize and investment opportunity with Landway. Give it up for Abiola Akinwale. Okay, so we're bringing this to a close. We'll be taking our vote of thanks in a minute. We just want to say you guys have been a fantastic audience. Thank you so much. My name is Onye. Thank you.
Thank you very much to everyone that made our time to be here today. I'd like to first acknowledge the impact Dr. Hereta made. We are here seeing the presentation, but some things were done behind the scenes that everybody here did not have the opportunity to see. The sleepless nights, the rehearsals, and the preparations. A lot of things went into today's event. And Dr. Henrietta was highly instrumental in that regard. We stayed up till 10:30 to 11 for rehearsals. Thank you very much, Dr. Henrietta. And I'd like to thank the panelists, the keynote speaker, for accepting to speak today, and the panelists. We thank you all. In fact, we can't thank you enough. The program has not ended, but we've received wonderful feedback regarding today's event. And I'm sure we're going to receive more. Thank you very much for changing lives, touching lives. Thank you very much. And to all the contestants, thank you. Everyone is a winner. Everybody did well. We looked at the scores. Some were just close to each other. So everybody here is a winner. And there is a consolation prize of 100,000 for everybody. So why we had to single Abiola out was because of the additional benefit he received from Landway Investments Limited. What we did was, before now, we had to share the slides, the presentation slides of everyone with the judges. And he picked interest in the container housing initiative by Abiola Akinwale and said he was going to give a huge investment into his business. He's going to invest heavily in the business. This was the way he put it. We don't know the figures, but great things are ahead in store for Abiola. So thank you very much, all the participants, for showing up. We appreciate you all. And for those that are joining online, thank you. And we thank LBS for the platform. It will keep getting better. Last year we did 1 million as the highest. This year we did 1.5. We don't know what next year will be, but we keep on progressing. And that's what it's going to be. Thank you for staying back. And from all of us, we want you to enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot. Bye. And to our amazing compare, we're not forgetting you. Thank you very much for doing a great job.